Football is really underway here in a minute. We got the Ravens going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got Lamar Jackson playing Patrick Mahomes. What a matchup. What a matchup to start it off. Now, speaking of those two quarterbacks, let's talk about ours. Sammy D. That's his nickname for now, man. Sammy D, bruh. We need him to ball out. Now, y'all know I did a video talking about the X Factor, and it should be Aaron Jones, and that's what it should be. I feel like we need to lean on the run game and defense the majority of this season, and I'm talking about starting week 1, we should. But let's talk about the reality and what might actually happen, what's probably going to happen based off of the evidence of our head coach, Kevin O'Connell. I don't think he's going to commit to the run, and I'm going to keep it real with you. Now, what did that tell us? Well, that tells us that we're going to have to put some faith in Sam Darnold. We're going to have to see if Sam Darnold is actually going to have the resurgence that some people predict. Now, just because he was a first-round pick and pick number 3, that doesn't mean that it was the correct pick. That doesn't mean that he was supposed to be picked right there. We have a player we just got rid of in Lewis Cine. Do you believe Lewis Cine is a first-round safety? I didn't think so. So let's just say this. Mistakes are made all the time in the NFL, bruh. Sam Darnold could be one. Am I going to say he's a mistake right now? No, I'm not, because he's in purple. I don't want to see him do good. We're going to root for him. Sammy D, we got your back, dog. There's a couple more days, man, and you got to go out there and show him what's up. Now, this is the thing. I think we need to have a season within the season when it comes to evaluating Sam Darnold. What do I mean? I mean, listen, let's give him 4 weeks. So that's 4 weeks before, and I'll keep my word. 4 weeks before I totally come out and start bashing him. If he does play a semi-bad game on Sunday, I'm going to be patient. But I will say this. I do believe that Sam Darnold will show us, if he is going to be the Sam Darnold that he's been throughout his career, he'll show us right out the gate. It'll come out real quick. He can't hide it, right? Like, listen, quarterbacks that aren't good in the NFL, they cannot hide it, bro. It shows quickly, all right? So we'll know before the first half of the game Sunday. But I won't come out and bash him if he doesn't have the game like Tom Brady or something. I'm not going to hold him to that expectation. I'm not going to hold him to that standard. I'm not. I'm just not. It's Sammy D. You feel me? And I'm going to treat it as such. But I also ain't going to sit there and if he throws 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, no interceptions, we're not going to just jump on the Sammy D train like, oh, he's the man. This is our next franchise quarterback. Forget about number 9. It is what it is. We got to let him brew for just a little bit. All right. We need at least 5 weeks. Give us 5 weeks, a month and a week, man. We got to get it. We got to get it out of him. Now, as Vikings fans, the lucky thing, the good part about all of this is we've been through something like this with a guy named Case Keenum. So we know that we can win and make it pretty far. We made it to the NFC Championship game with a guy like Case Keenum. So if you looked at Case Keenum and you looked at Sam Darnold and you said, hey, which one would you take? I bet you 90%, probably a little bit more, would take Sam Darnold over Case Keenum. And that is the facts. Now, we did have the number 1 defense that year. So that is, that definitely plays a big part. But I think our defense this year is going to be not number 1, but I do believe that we can be a top 10 defense this year easily when you're talking about Brian Flores and the talent we got on that roster. But it can get nasty out there. I think our defense is going to be pretty good. So with that being said, there's still opportunity for this team to make a run with a quarterback like Sammy D. That's the facts. We got to get behind them, Vikings fans. I know, and I'm really speaking to myself because, I get real down on these situations where I'm like, it's Sam Darnold. It's hard for me. I got to dig deep, bro. I got to dig deep and find out why I want to root for Sam Darnold because as a Vikings fan, I've said this multiple times. I'm tired of getting other people's quarterback, bringing them to the Vikings and expecting just because their jersey color's purple now and it ain't blue anymore, that they're just going to turn into some world beater. I just can't think like that, bruh. I'm sorry. I want to. I'm a diehard too, man. But I have to speak reality and I have to speak how I feel. And this is just what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't think Sam Darnold can do it. I do think he can do it. I just think the chances are slim. But before we go, I got to say this, man, because you want to know what made me feel a lot better and a lot more confident in rooting for Sam Darnold? We have teams out here like the team we're facing on Sunday in the New York Football Giants. And they believe that they can make a run to the playoffs, maybe make it to the NFC Championship game with a guy like Daniel effing Jones as their quarterback. Now, if you got a fan base, and this is no shot to my bros over there, all right? Hey, my bros over there in Giants content where, man, I'm rocking with you. And we're going to talk about that after the game. But if they can be excited about Daniel Jones, I think as Vikings fans, bro, we can embrace Sammy D. I just think we can. Man. It's only right. You got the Saints fan base who can embrace Derek Carr. I think we can embrace Sammy D. I do, man. I do. Like when I sat back and thought about it this week, I'm like, yo, there has to be a reason why we should be able to embrace Sammy D, just like some of these other fan bases have to embrace their quarterback that's been on a team for multiple years, still ain't proved nothing, but yet they have faith this year things will change. The great part about the Vikings is we don't know what Sam Darnold can do with some weapons like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, a run game with Aaron Jones. We don't know. And that right there is what makes it interesting, is we really don't know. We can talk, guess, hope, whatever, go off evidence of what he did with this team and that team. And that's usually how I base my opinions off of, look, I seen him here, I seen him there. He just ain't good, but, hey, I believe in miracle. You know what I'm saying? It can happen, man. It can happen. I'm excited, man. Listen, drop your score predictions down. Matter of fact, scratch that. Don't even do the score predictions. We'll get to that tomorrow during the live. Let's drop down here for Sammy D. Put a Sammy D in the comments. Also, put how many yards, how many touchdowns will Sam Darnold have, man? I'm going to say this. Sam Darnold's going to have 2 touchdowns. He'll have a pick. I think he will, which I'm not going to stress. All right, we ain't going to dog him for the pick. 2 touchdowns, a pick. I think he'll have 226 yards. 2 touchdowns and a pick. 2 touchdowns. JJ gonna get one, and I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Tristan Jackson gonna get one. I'm gonna say Tristan Jackson gonna be out there because I think Naylor is actually hurt and isn't gonna be playing. I think there'll be a package where they're gonna get Tristan Jackson involved. I say he continues on what he was doing in preseason and shows it in the real season against the New York Giants. I'm gonna say he gets one too. All right, so drop it down in the comments, man. How we feeling about Sammy D, man? The expectations, man. Let's keep them real. Let's keep them solid. But let's support our boy, though, for sure, because we got to do that. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.